She comes to my show and she tried to hook up, basically. I think she likes to try to like turn straight women. I'm Rachel Feinstein. I'm here to answer the internet. Who is the hottest celebrity you'd have a chance with if they got to know you? Maybe like a chef. I feel like I could maybe bag a chef because they're like a little, like a lot of chefs are like a little unstable and they do a lot of blow. Yeah, like Guy Fieri, yeah. I feel like I could bag him. Maybe he would like let me give him a handy or something. Would you rather, watch your dad fuck 100-year-old man or watch your mother kill someone? Definitely watch my mom kill somebody because I could kill, I could just have her kill some douche or something. Yeah, definitely. I could want to. Even that question is going to bother me. Like that's going to haunt me later, because your mind it creates quick little pop-ups, and then I just had my dad just this. That's not good. I did a joke once, and my dad's very supportive, and he comes out to like my shows and stuff, and I said I know, and it's so embarrassing. I said the phrase mediocre hand job and made accidental eye contact with my father. It was one of the most traumatizing moments in my life because he was really supporting me too. He's like, yeah,
I'm here for you.
Ugh. Is jerking off to webcam girls cheating? Yes, I would file it in that.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I just imagine that whatever is happening on any guy's computer is just like absolutely vile. Yeah, they're just spraying vileness
The whole thing's a catastrophe.
But yeah, that's not an image I would want to think about. Yeah. Would you rather have a chef, masseuse, or chauffeur for the rest of your life? Definitely a chauffeur. Because I Uber everywhere. I like chariot myself around. I'll take an Uber to the gym, like hauntingly short distances. You know, like I'm actively ashamed of my Uber history. Yeah, it'll be like a 4-minute ride. It's like, who are you, you pig? But I'm always running late.
So you'd rather just have one driver?
Yes, a driver, that'd be amazing. I would love a driver.
Paying for it and he won't judge you.
Exactly, yeah, and he never has to know. I mean, nobody ever has to know. If you could fuck anyone you wanted and they die immediately after, who would you pick? That's such an interesting question. You know who I think is really hot? Like, I can't think of the name, but you guys would definitely know if you guys know sports. But I find like those emotionally unavailable, like angry coaches that are kind of pacing on the sideline really attractive. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of them. Mm-hmm. And you just looked at me like with genuine concern. You're like, oh dear. You know, the football players are too obvious. You know what I mean? Like, right. I don't want to be in that long line, you know? But the coach is always like a little pissed off, just like looks stressed, you know? Even when his team's doing well, you're like, this guy never really has a real moment of happiness. And there's like a few of them that I actually find kind of attractive, but I don't know their names.
So you want to fuck like Bill Belichick?
Yeah, like Bill Belichick, yeah. And then, because I feel like he can't be that nice of a guy, you know? I'm not saying I want to kill him, but I'm like, if one were to die, maybe, you know, him rather than
emotionally unavailable football coaches. I love it.
I find them very attractive, like when they're just like staring at a clipboard, like a little kind of tense about something I don't understand in the first place. Yeah, they're perfectly unavailable. If a guy matches with his best friend's sister on Tinder, should he pursue it? Why not? I mean, isn't that what life's for? Huh? I don't know. Would you rather your mom or daughter be a porn star? Definitely my mom, obviously. Yeah. I mean, because then it's, you know, at least it's a wrap. It's less harmful. Maybe she's enjoying it at that point. Yeah.
What about if your daughter was like a very successful OnlyFans girl? What if your daughter was just by herself? There's no one else.
My daughter's like 14 months now. Can we go through these potential scenarios?
She's making like $150,000 a month.
I'd rather not like reckon with what type of potential porn I feel comfortable with her doing. Also, when I was on Last Comic Standing, somebody found some porn that like where the girl looked just like me, and it like went all over the internet. Everybody was watching, thinking that it was me, and it did look a lot like me. And then somebody was like, last comic laying down or whatever, and everybody's like, we found her, she does porn. And my mom went on Twitter, it was like writing back to everybody. You know, she got her own account and was like, that's my daughter, and it's not true. She's not sucking anybody off. Would you rather have no music for the rest of your life or have all music be sung by your significant other? Oof. No music. Yeah, he can't. I mean, and I really like, I'm constantly like playing stuff all the time, but he really stinks. Definitely there have been times where I'm like, oh, I'll put out tonight. And then I'm like, I hear him humming something and I'm real grossed out. real gross. Sometimes when he's cleaning, he'll like hum hip hop to himself, be like, motherfucker. And I'm like, ugh. Who is the one person in the world you would least want to bang? You would least want to bang your significant other.
That one's worded poorly, I'll give you that. That's you're not an idiot, we are.
I like that it's constantly just up in the air, whether I'm a complete idiot or not. That one I'll give you. Generally, you're a real dummy. Who's the one person in the world you would least want to bang your significant other? I'm trying to think. It's a hard one. Can you guys help me? I guess maybe like...
I can't help you.
Jenna Jameson. Okay, can I choose Jenna Jameson? Yes, because I feel like she'd do just a really good job, and you'd see that I've been phoning it in all along. He's like, this is a hand job. Yeah. I mean, I'm a real ass. Like right after he comes, I'll be like, that's not the amount we agreed upon. Like I'm always just a jackass. Yeah. So I mean, he'll be like, I'd like a real experience rather than,
Like you're like a clown.
I did get a Catholic schoolgirl outfit to like surprise him because I was like, oh, I figure that's what Catholic guys like. I don't know, but I'm.
If he was Jewish, what would you have gotten? Like a sexy yarmulke?
Yes. A yarmulke, just like, one of those long. Would you rather your husband be able to read your thoughts during sex or all the time except during sex? I mean, I think I'd be fine with like sex. It's usually just, I assume like the same images a guy has in his brain, just like a series of quick foul things that don't have that much to do with him, Would you rather wake up in the middle of the night to see a massive dude has broken into your house? Sorry, I can't read, so this takes me a little longer. Or to see a ghost? I mean, definitely a ghost. This is a ridiculous question. A massive dude that's going to do active and immediate harm to me? Or like, it could be some Victorian elder sewing in the corner? Yeah, obviously, yeah.
The guy who's going to rape me. Yeah, that one.
Would you rather somebody, hurl towards you and actively assault you? Yeah, or you see like a lady with a brooch in the corner. Yes, obviously the brooch broad. I feel like ghosts are, actually Jenna Jameson told me this because she came to one of my shows once.
Wait,
and
what?
Yes.
You've had like interaction with Jenna Jameson?
She came to, I have a whole story about it in my special because she came to my show in Buffalo and they were like, my agent called me and he was like, Jenna Jameson wants to come to your show tonight. And I'm like, the porn star? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, why is she in Buffalo? Why am I in Buffalo, actually, while I have you on the phone? But so then she comes to my show and she tried to hook up, basically. I think she likes to try to like turn straight women. Yes.
Holy shit.
So she came to the show. First of all, it made my life seem so much cooler than it really is because usually when I get to my green room, there's like maybe like a few sunflower seeds and like a do-rag. Like they know what I'm worth, and it's pretty empty in there. It's like a dead man zone. And so all these guys were in the green room, pretending they're there to like support my show, but they were just like horny and backed up and wanted to meet Jenna Jameson. This is like the most exciting thing that's happened in Buffalo.
And like what year is
this? This was like 8 years ago or something. And she was very hot. She was the kind of hot where like, it's not safe. Like, men are just coming everywhere. People are slipping and falling and stuff. And I was like getting ready for my date with Jenna Jameson. I was like, what should I wear? I figured like she'd probably have like, one of those dresses you buy at a dildo store, just like a plastic dildo dress or something. And all I had were like Paula Poundstone, like stand-up blazers. And I just had a lot of corduroy dense blazers. And so I come downstairs and she was just in my hotel and she wanted to pick me up. And she was like, you and me, a life on the road. Like she has one of those little girl voices that guys like. And it was so weird. I'm like, you sound like a 6-year-old. But the guy's like, yes, you are. Like, it was so weird. And I just really realized I wasn't at all a woman by hanging out with her. Like, because the like level of attention she would get, and she would take selfies with me and she knew all her like hot like selfie angles. And I just kind of became more and more manly. And like, I just started sort of guarding the picture, like spitting on the ground and stuff. And then one of the guys was like, are you a fan of Rachel's? And she was like, I want to have sex with her. And I couldn't handle that at all. So you ever like nervous and you have a voice come out of you and you're just like, what was that? I was like, calm down, Jenna. I sounded like a Scottish sailor or something. And the guys loved this whole scenario where she was like trying to get me to have sex with her. And I was like, even if I'm gonna have sex with a girl, it's not gonna be Jenna Jameson. Like I've never hooked up with a girl, but I'm like, I can't. That's like a porn legend, I can't like.
Into the deep end.
No, like,
literally. And
I'm like an asshole after sex. Like I'll throw change on my husband. So like I'm a dickhead. I can't throw coins on Jenna Jameson, So then we go to this. She kept having these like little like appointments with me during the night. She's like, we gotta talk. Like, you know, I'm like, okay, Jenna. And
this is like at a bar, club?
This is at the bar in Buffalo. Okay. And I mean, like after the comedy show.
So she's like, there's guys, you're partying in the bar, but she'll pull you aside and be like, we gotta talk.
Yeah, she kept getting mad at me. Like, it was weird. I'm like, I don't know you at all. She's like, boo-hoo, I'm mad. And I just kept doing everything she told me to do. I don't know why. I guess I figured it'd be a good story. I was like, I'll do everything she tells me to do before it's time to scissor, and then I'm out. I'll do everything like pre-scissoring. I was like, I'll do it, sure. You know, I just kept doing. And also, she's the kind of hot where even if you're not attracted to her, you just start like obeying her, you know? Because like, I could see for a moment what it must feel like to be a guy that needs to get laid. You're just like a video game maybe where you're like tunneling towards ass and you deal with like annoying shit. You're like, oh, there's that dragon thing I have to fucking fight. Like, you just like handle annoyances and you're like, oh, God, that troll. I hate this bridge with that troll thing, you know? So, but yeah, anyway, at the end of the night, she was like, you know, are you going to come over? And then she said, our hotel is haunted, which I thought was the most brilliant way to get a girl to come over and just sit on your face, just act like there are some like evil ghosts, but we can scissor them gone together. So that's how she was like trying to get me to come over. And I was like, I can't go have a seance with Jenna Jameson. It was too much. So I was like, I don't think I can do that. You know, but maybe we'll, you know, keep in touch or I'll text you. I'm kind of tired. I don't know what my excuse was for not coming over. And then she was like, don't worry, most ghosts are just like, you know, people that miss their families. And that stuck in my head. And that was a really long story.
I can't
but brought me to that place.
Why would you get on Jenna? Just because.
But it was a very compassionate stance on the most buckshit crazy thing in the first place. Like, she was trying to get me to just come over and sit on her face or whatever. But then she was like, you know, we'll have a seance. And she's like, don't worry, we can talk to the ghosts. You know, the hotel's haunted. And she's like, they're just people that miss their homes. And that brought us to this moment. And I know that was like a long story, but that was the end of it.
I can't believe you hook up with Jenna Jameson. That's just...
I mean, what am I going to do?
Yeah,
I wasn't...
You literally have to.
Yeah, but it's like, that's like me being like, you know, you have to hook up with Tom Brady. You got to suck him off, dude. Yeah, it's Tom Brady.
Not really. Girls can do that and guys can't.
I mean, if
I suck Tom Brady's dick, that's a lot different than if Jenna Jameson goes down on you. Come on.
Thank you. I mean,
come on.
That's obviously the wrong word for that moment, but I don't know what word I should choose. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you for watching Answer the Internet. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, set reminders with a little bell, comment who you want to see do it, and watch all the other Answer the Internets. I don't know where anything is, so I'm kind of just moving my hands around, but do all that shit. Subscribe, comment, reminder, watch others. You're welcome. Don't know why, but you're welcome.